Hi, it's Kenzie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want to cover the topic of egg donation in South Africa. So the first thing we're going to get into is what egg donation is, because you might not be familiar with what it is exactly. It's basically just when you donate your eggs to someone who is unable to become pregnant. So that woman needs IVF treatments, and then where you come in is you give her your eggs so that she can be able to become pregnant, and that's basically what it is. The next thing is, can you have kids if you donate your eggs? A lot of people ask this because they just assume that, well, I'm giving my eggs away and then I can't have any children of my own, which is completely false, because your eggs regenerate, and that's how women can have more than one child is because your eggs just keep regenerating like every month. So even after you've donated your eggs, I have donated my eggs quite a few times, and yeah, I'm still going to be able to have children in the future, and I've done it over and over again. So yeah, a woman's body regenerates eggs, and so you won't have a problem with having kids in the future.
I just want to say that I actually am not allowed to donate my eggs again because I've done it so many times before, and I'll explain why in a second.
The doctors do recommend that you don't do it more than 6 times because you don't want to overdo it, but other than that, it's completely safe, and yeah, you won't have children with, you won't have issues with having children of your own, so don't worry about that. And the next thing is how, and how you can start donating your eggs, where to apply. Basically, you just apply online. If you literally Google egg donation, it will give you all of the different agencies and clinics that can take donors. Yeah, basically you just apply online, and the process is really long. You have to answer a lot of questions about yourself. They want to know things about your physical health, your family's health, because you have to be, in a good, healthy state. That goes into the requirements of donating your eggs. You have to just be healthy, no illnesses or anything like that, just simple health. And you have to be between the ages of 18 to, or some say 19 to about like 35, because 18 is the legal age, and then 35 is when a woman can have children easily and can generate enough eggs. So yeah, I will list all of the agencies that I personally recommend. They do differ because some agencies aren't really that nice, and some are just, some just give you a nicer experience. So I'm based in Johannesburg. There's lots of agencies here in Johannesburg. There's agencies in Pretoria, in Cape Town, just all over the country where you can go and donate. So yeah, one time I flew to Cape Town because that's where the agency was, and they took care of me and booked the flights and everything. So you don't really have to worry about anything at all. Even travel expenses they cover for you, so like going to the clinic and
I just want to emphasize the fact that you do not have to pay for anything when it comes to donating your eggs. You should request assistance if they don't say anything about covering your travel expenses, such as transport. But if they refuse, which they won't. They probably will help you after you have requested assistance. Then you should rather go for another agency, because I've been with plenty of agencies that take care of anything in terms of expenses. So you shouldn't have to put yourself through the trouble unless you don't mind paying and you're not struggling financially. So
because you apply with an agency, and then the agency takes you to the clinic if you've been accepted to donate. So yeah, the requirements aren't that bad here in South Africa. You do get international agencies where you can apply to donate your eggs abroad, but they are quite stricter. Yeah, like I've heard some, well, I haven't heard, I've experienced with some agencies where they want you to have like a bachelor's degree. I don't know where that comes in with donating your eggs, but yeah, it happens. Next thing is, how much do they pay, which is what people want to know most. So I wouldn't say it's a payment, because this is a donation. So you're donating your eggs. Your eggs are worth so much more than what they give you for compensation. They're basically just giving it to you for all the trouble that you've been through, and just to say thank you. But it's not a payment. If you were to sell your eggs, I don't know how much they would cost, but yeah, they give you between 7 and 10,000 rand. International agencies do pay more, but like I said, like the requirements are a lot higher, and I wouldn't trust them. I once applied with this agency that would take you to another country to donate, but it was really sketchy. They offered 50k, and I didn't know if it was reliable or legitimate. I thought I was gonna get human trafficked or something. I didn't trust them, so I didn't end up going with them.
That I have since done research by contacting this agency again, and they do seem legitimate. The reason I realized that they were probably reliable was because they say they also do local donations. That's where they give you about 7,000, but if you don't mind traveling abroad to donate in another country, then they will give you about 3,500 US dollars, which calculates to about 50k. And the last time I had interacted with them was back in 2020. I got chosen to go donate in another country, and I was very skeptical, so I just didn't respond back. Plus, it was during the outbreak of the pandemic, and there were travel restrictions anyway, so people weren't really traveling. So I think you can go for it and see how it.
But here in South Africa, it's mainly 7,000, so that's what you'll experience with most agencies that you approach. They'll offer 7,000, but there are some that offer like 10,000. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of expenses and how much they pay you. Next thing is it painful? Is it a painful experience? I mean, you do go through a procedure, so that's how they extract the eggs. So yeah, it's like a 15 minutes procedure, but it's not surgery. They're not cutting you open or anything. They just extract the eggs from your vagina. I don't know if you're allowed to say that on YouTube, but yeah, it's but it is painful because, you know, they've done whatever to get the eggs out, and I mean, you don't feel anything during that period. You know, you're under anesthesia, you're out of it for like 15 minutes, and then you wake up, and then you will feel some pain and discomfort, but it's really not that hectic, and it only lasts for about 2 to 3 days afterwards. Just rest, and you'll be fine. So yeah, the procedure itself, you don't feel because you're sleeping, and then afterwards you wake up and there's some pain. Sometimes it's been extremely painful. Like the first time, I didn't expect it to be, I didn't know what to expect, and so obviously it was painful, but I got used to it after some time. And another thing is, for about 2 weeks, you have to inject yourself with those hormones I was talking about that make the basically your follicles bigger, so that and also it increases your amounts of eggs so that they can take them out. And so if you're afraid of needles, then just think about that, because you have to prick yourself every single day for about 2 weeks. So I mean, if you're not afraid of needles, you should be okay, and the pain is not a lot. It's just a uncomfortable prick. So that's the only kind of pain you'll experience throughout this. And about like 2 or 3 days before the procedure, you get really bloated, because now your eggs have gotten bigger, and so you'll experience a little bit of discomfort before, but it goes away. And then, the next thing, is it worth it? Like I said, they don't really pay a lot or anything like that, but it is a rewarding experience, because knowing that you have helped someone who was in a sad situation, you've given life, basically. I think it's really rewarding, just knowing that you have helped someone. I think it's worth it. I think it's a good experience, and also if you need some money, it can help you. I would say that it's worth it. And then basically the process is it is a long process, because first you have to apply, and the application process is also about, you'll see when you go on the website of any egg donation agency, you have to answer a lot of questions. You have to sit there and apply, so be prepared to sit for a while, just filling out the application. And then once you get accepted, they have to put you on the system. And basically what happens is, the recipients, which are the people who need your donation, they look through all the profiles of all the ladies who are also donors, and then if they see your profile and they like it, then you get picked. So that process, you don't know how long it's going to take. It might take a long time, it might not. You never know when you're going to get picked. But once you do get picked, it takes, like, I would say a total of a month, between 2 weeks to a month, before you donate. It also depends on when your cycle is, like your monthly cycle, your period, because you can only do it when you are on your period. That's when you start the treatments. So it just depends on things like that. So it takes about between 2 weeks to a month, and then you do the procedure, and then you're done, and then they give you the money, and then that's pretty much it. I would say that if you feel like you're comfortable with everything that I've spoken about, then you can go ahead and do it. If you really want to do it, you should go for it. I think it's pretty cool. That is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more content like this, please do subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, comment down below. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.